Good day everyone, this is Alvin again from the Philippines and welcome to my top 10 best runway performances from Miss Diva 2021. Well, there was a sub-competition that happened days ago where the ladies that are competing in Miss Diva 2021 has strut themselves and strut the runway, and I have picked my personal top 10 favorites, but then again, let me just emphasize that this ranking is purely based on that performance alone. It is not affected by how they speak or other factors, just purely based on how they performed on that runway. So here are my current top 10. Starting with my number 10, Sonal Cocreja. Loved her face, and there's something about her beauty that just glow so much when she's on stage, and her walk was quite good too. Love her second round. I still love her personality, and that gorgeous smile is so hard to ignore, but she seriously needs to work on the turn that she did. My number 9 is ANAIKA NAIR. I love her subtle walk, and I love how she walked in a slower but still sophisticated and elegant way. I think the way she did her walk was perfect because it perfectly fits the outfit that she's wearing, and love the facial expressions. I wasn't a fan of her second performance. Her walk was great, but I wish I have seen some more personality since she was wearing a dress that she could actually easily play with. My number 8 is ANKITA SINGH. Her walk was one of the good ones, but she is overdoing it a little bit when it comes to the facial expressions. The second round was as good as the first one, and the facial expression, which was my issue earlier, was much better than the second round. But when it comes to the walk only, she's definitely one of the good ones. My number 7 is DIVITA. I love her first turn during the first performance, and love her sassiness and confidence in her face every time she played along with the dress. This girl was also amazing during the second round, but she was so good with her walk. But let us always remember that being good is great, however, being memorable is a different story. And with a lot of strong contenders this year, I wanted her to work on standing out and be memorable, because being good enough is not enough if everybody is good. So you really have to be memorable. My number 6 is Tarini Kalingarayar. This one comes as a surprise to me. She looked well polished and her walk is good. Great turns as well. She could be a surprise in the finals. I am just so amazed at how polished she looked on the second round as well. She gave a smooth and solid performance overall. My number 5 is RITIKA KHATNANI. RITIKA was just a pro on stage. The first time she came out, all I can say is attitude, the confidence, the personality are all on point. And although there was a little bit of a wedgie situation after the first turn, I can still say that her aura screams international pageant. On the second round, she exudes the same amount of confidence and personality, but I feel like her facial expressions were too strong. I would love it if she softened it down a little bit, but nonetheless, she is a strong performer. My number 4 is NAVELI DESHMUKH. NAVELI got a very radiating and confident aura into her. She came out on the first round with so much personality, and the way she controlled those train as she turns was unbelievable. I love her choice of dress, and she was like a floating diva. When she walked towards the center, at the bottom part of the dress was doing its job, and everything was just performing perfectly for her on the second round. The only thing that I didn't like is that there's a quick moment where her facial expression was a little bit weird, so I really hope that she will work on those facial expressions all throughout the round or all throughout the performances when she's on stage. My number 3 is ASSADI. Well, can I just say that this is her best styling ever. I love her flowy, I love how flowy her hair is, and and it complemented also her flowy dress. She was super confident and her walk was really good. After the second round, the only conclusion that I made was she is definitely the best surprise of the night. She wasn't on my previous list of top 10 favorites, but she surprised me in this event. So she totally dominated it and outperformed the others. So most likely she will definitely skyrocket on the next leaderboard. And my number 2 is ANKITA SINGH. ANKITA's face is just gorgeous. I don't like the first dress that she wore. It was too busy and distracting, but thanks to her aura and the way she carried that dress, because all the attention goes to her directly. In next round, I feel like ANKITA is the definition of consistency. She's just so good at what she does when she's on stage. Super polished to perfection. But to me, the best runway performance goes to my number 1, Harnaz Sandhu. I mean, come on. Just purely based on beauty alone, I can say that no one comes close to her. Definitely the most beautiful candidate this year, and I'm glad that she also stood out because her walk was one of the best ones. And I would love to scream, "Yes, queen," on the second round. Not only that she looked super beautiful, but her walk was super strong, super fierce, and love the fierceness that she showcased in this round, and the way she swayed the bottom part of the dress was perfection. So that's it. These are my top 10 favorite runway performances from Miss Diva 2021. Who surprised you the most on that event? And who do you think deserves to be in this list but wasn't? Don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.